Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's feeling good. I haven't done a live video in this group for ages. I have been so busy. If any of you are watching my Facebook profile, you'll see that lots of new things have been happening for me. So I've been super busy. But anyway, I'm back to do my lives. Really want to help you guys to push things further, get great results. And I absolutely believe, having done the program myself, and that's really how I got into doing this business. It wasn't a business opportunity for me. It was just that I absolutely got amazing results. I felt great. And I just wanted to share it with other people and, build a business from that. So some of the things that I think I've learned over the past 4 years. So I've been using the products in almost probably 4.5 years now. I've been in the business 4 years on Monday. Whoop whoop. Can't believe the time has flown so fast. So basically, I think it's important to educate people, to really explain why we say certain things, because unless you understand the concept behind it, then it's harder to make the changes. Once you understand why you're making these changes, then it makes it a little bit easier. So anyway, today I am going to do a live on sugar versus sweetener. Now, this is something that I know I didn't understand, because when I was on diets many years ago, I was always on a diet. I was Slimming World, Weight Watchers, trying everything that I could do, starvation, everything. One of the things that I lived on was not just diet food, and I've already previously talked about that, but fake sugars. So instead of having sugar, I knew sugar was going to make me gain weight. So I got rid of sugar and I switched myself to sweetener. I thought I was doing great, and I'll be honest, I was told that it was good, so what else am I to believe? I just went with it and swapped everything to sweetener. My body wasn't very good, it wasn't in a very good shape. Even when I did lose weight, I didn't feel healthy. I wasn't left with a very well-conditioned body. By the scales, I might have lost some weight, but actually I was yo-yo dieting anyway. So it was up and down, and I wasn't feeling so good. One of the things about sweetener, which a lot of people don't understand, and they get rid of sugar because they know it's bad, and they swap it to sweetener. And I'm just going to educate you about that. Sweetener does exactly the same as sugar does. Now, when you have sugar, and think back to times when you've had lots and lots of sugar. So you've sat there and ate a bag of sweets maybe, or you've had loads of cake and Coke or something like that. And then, an hour later you get the sugar shakes. Has anyone had the sugar shakes? Now, this doesn't always happen to everyone. Maybe you could get it in the form of feeling really hungry. But it's like a need for more sugar. So they say sugar is more addictive than heroin, and I absolutely believe it's true, because what it does to your body. So say, for example, you have sugar and then you crave more sugar. That's how it goes. So having the sugar sends messages to your brain, and you crave more and more and more. And that's why when you're having sugary foods, you literally crave it more and more and more. If you eradicate it and steer clear of sugary foods, you won't be so inclined to eat it. So it's kind of like a vicious circle. You have sugary foods, you want more sugary foods. So if you take the sugary foods away, you won't crave them so much, and you won't get that need for them. And I know it sounds weird, but after a certain amount of time, you just won't even think about it. So I swapped for sweetener, and sweetener does exactly the same thing as sugar. So whilst you might be okay, it's great, it's low calorie or whatever, you're still going to have that sweet craving. So although you're having sweetener, you're going to be craving more of that. Okay, so what happens then is you're having more fake sugars into your body, because you're going to be craving it. The message is exactly the same. The only difference is it's obviously low in calorie, but here's the deal. With sweetener, what you're doing to your body is putting chemicals in, and people don't realise. They think, all right, it's low calorie, so good. No. The worst thing you can do is put fake crap into your body. Now, what happens when you put that in is it just messes with your whole system. It messes with your health, and this is why we have lots of medical conditions nowadays. This is why, it's like why would you put chemicals into your body? Obviously, we know that that's not a good thing, and people disregard the fact that sweetener is actually a chemical. So you're putting this chemical into your body, you're still having the same effect, because it's giving your brain that sugar message that not brain the message, you know, and that craving of sweet stuff. So you're literally going round and round in circles the same way you would with sugar, but this time you are actually putting chemicals into your body. So it is absolutely no good, and it messes with your whole system. So don't switch from sugar to sweetener. If you are trying to take sugar out of your diet, which you should be on this program because you'll get amazing results, but I also understand how difficult it is. So you can do two things. You can cut down, or you can just completely take it out. Now, I've tried both. First time I cut down, it just really prolonged the pain, if I'm honest. And when I decided just to completely get sugar out of my diet, what I did was I started with tea and coffee. So I was like, right, tea and coffee, I'm used to having 2 sugars. That's how it was. So I just literally went stone cold sober on it. I didn't have it anymore. And the truth is, like, someone said this to me, and it was really, really important. Someone said to me, if you have your cup of tea or coffee without sugar, you know, the first time you drink it, it's going to be disgusting. It's not what you're used to, so you're going to be like, oh, it's nasty. But instead of just not having it, you've got to make sure that you drink it. By the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th cup, you will get accustomed to that, and it'll become normal. And it is so true. Now I cannot even bear the taste of sugar in my sweet or in my coffee or tea. If someone, you know, I make a cup of tea for someone and they're having sugar and I pick the wrong cup up and I taste it, I'm like, oh, that's even half the sugar I can taste. And I noticed that when I have tasted it, my mouth is literally, you know, it feels like full of sugar. It's weird. So that is the difference from taking sugar out of your diet. You know, I don't get them sugar cravings now. I do every now and then have sugar, I'm not going to lie. You know, I have cake sometimes, you know, for someone's birthday or something like that. You know, I still have chocolate every now and then. But say, for example, I have more than a chocolate bar, I get that craving instantly. An hour later, I start getting the shakes. I get really, really hungry. I feel ravenous and I need some food. And that is just an overload of sugar because my body's not used to it now. So recognize, listen to your body, and when you start feeling those feelings, just understand that actually you're not hungry. You've just overdosed on sugar. Your body's not used to it. And what happens when you have sugar is you crave more. So it's kind of like a vicious circle. So ditch the sugar, but do not swap to sweetener. It's worse, in fact. I don't let my kids have sweetener. I don't let them have any fake sugars. If they're going to have sugar, let them have sugar. That's how I see it, because putting chemicals into our body is definitely not a good thing, and it is causing problems with the efficiency of our body, but also health conditions as well. So there is my tips on and my talk on sugar versus sweetener. I hope you got something from this, and if you think anyone else would take anything from this video, then please tag them in it. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back soon with another Mythbuster. Take care.